Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team. Wanted to make the watch list video for Monday, March 26th. Before I begin, just want to take a few minutes just to share with you guys a few things. If you're newer to our trading service, if you are newer to our trading rooms, just want to take a couple minutes just to share with you kind of about how things work, right? So if you go over to our website, right, you'll see bullishbears.com over here, and you'll see we have a day trading room, we have a swing trading room with options, and we have an alert service, right? So here's how you should kind of set yourself up each day with how things work, right? You join our service, we're $10 a month. Again, our price is a joke. Again, we're not trying to compete with other trading companies. We're just different. We don't care what they do. We're $10 a month. We're just trying to build a big community, helping people with learning trading. That's it, right? So we're not trying to be like anybody else. So my point being with all that is each day we're all coming to work, right? We're all part of the same team. We're all busting our butts. Trading is difficult. It's very hard. My point being in all that is it takes work, right? It takes work. It takes effort. There's no easy path to success to be a trader other than sheer and utter persistence. I say that each day because we've been noticing once in a while people they'll put a comment or they'll send an email, or again, we have a Facebook group. We have 28,000 people. All we get nonstop is just comments and emails and messages and all that stuff all the time. No problem. That's what we do, right? We're a business, so we accept that. But there are still some of those people that do expect you to answer their questions within like the first 5 seconds that they ask them, and that's not realistic, right? So again, we do everything we can. We post, we give so much value away for literally $10 a month. Nobody provides the value that we offer for $10 a month. So I say this out of a little bit of frustration because there are some people once in a while, especially if you're new. I just want to kind of set a proper expectation, right? Each night we send you out watch lists with trade alerts. Do not trade any of the stocks that we send out to you whatsoever unless you know how to trade, first of all, okay? Read our disclaimer here. We are not financial advisors. We will never tell you when to get in and out of a stock. That's up to you on when you're going to buy or when you're sell. We're not a stock pumping service. We're not going to tell you entries and exits. We're going to help you to become a good trader. We're going to teach you support and resistance. So we're going to teach you a skill set that you could have for a lifetime where you're going to be empowered yourself as to when you're going to enter and exit a trade, right? You are your own trader. We're not telling you when to get in and get out. If you want somebody to handhold you and do that, go pay somebody else $200 a month. They'll be glad to take your money, spend thousands of dollars in coaching sessions, and in the end, you're going to fail as a trader. I say that not to be harsh, not to sound rude, but if you want to make it as a trader, you have to know how to do it yourself. We are a community. We're going to help you and we're going to teach you. We're going to empower you on how to do it. But if you want to become successful, you're going to have to study at least a couple hours a day for 6 months up to a year. You're going to have to look at thousands of stock charts, and you're going to have to make hundreds of practice trades until you feel comfortable. That's the reality of trading, right? So getting that stuff out of the way, I want to just say to you, we have thousands of dollars worth of free courses over here. Some people think that free might not be valuable. So if it makes you feel better and you're one of those people like, oh, those are free courses, so they're not going to be valuable, just shoot us an email. We'll shoot you over an invoice. And if you'd like to pay us $1,000, $3,000, whatever you'd like, you can pay it to us, right? I say that a little bit out of sarcasm because my point being is, guys, we set you up for success right here. We're giving you thousands of dollars worth of courses. We're not putting these out there for the health of them. We could charge thousands of dollars for our courses together. Just pre-package them differently, right? Throw some banners up here, hide them behind a paywall when you log in, and just say, hey, give us $1,000 for our day trading course, swing trading course, and you guys, many people would pay it, right? We can make a ton of money doing it. We don't do it because we're just, again, trying to be something, just different community. So we have our courses. Go through them 1, 2 a day, learn trading, right? Takes a lot of time and studying. Each night we send out trade alerts and a watch list. What you want to do is take these watch lists, watch the videos when we do them. We do 2 or 3 watch list videos a week. learn how to draw support and resistance, because support and resistance is the name of the game when trading. Watch our candlestick videos. If you could see over here, we're putting out one by one. This is going to be our first course. We're going to have a second course. These are just all the ones we posted in the past 2 or 3 weeks. We're going to have a whole other 20 or 30 more. Every one of these videos is extremely important. If you're new and you skip these videos, you're going to fail as a trader if you don't know every single pattern. I know it sounds unrealistic, but that's trading. Patterns are just basically candlesticks form patterns. Those patterns tell various important support and resistance levels, which is all about, buying low, selling high, or selling high, buying low if you're going short, right? All about support and resistance. So you're going to take our watch list each night, our alerts. You're going to take each course and just learn and study, and then you're going to pick the trading room of your choice, and you're going to practice, right? You're going to practice day trading, you're going to practice swing trading or options trading, whatever trading is for you, whatever trading style is for you, you're going to practice, and you're going to practice in a virtual account like Thinkorswim or Interactive Brokers, right? And this is what you're going to do if you're new every single day until you feel comfortable as a trader or until you fail as a trader, right? I say that, again, not to be harsh or rude, but that's the reality. This is trading every single day, right? So I'm sending this, I don't sugarcoat. I'm not a guy that just sugarcoats or whatever. That's just not who I am, right? I say this because most of you guys are absolutely awesome, but we do get some occasional comments. We had one in the chat room Friday of just somebody that was upset because we didn't answer their question right away in a chat room. So I want to take another moment just to kind of explain chat rooms and how they work. Chat rooms, again, we've only been up and running for, a couple months or so. We have a bunch of members. We have a bunch coming in and out. But, right now we have about 100 members in our day trading room at one time, right? We can never make everybody happy. It's impossible and unrealistic. However, with a chat room is not all about, hey, let me answer every single question that somebody asks during live market hours in the first 2 hours of the day. If that's what your expectation is in our chat room, well, first of all, we're going to do our best to answer your questions. But remember, people are trading with real money. If you ask a question that you can find in Google within 5 seconds, and then you get upset when we don't answer it during that second, during live market hours, you have very unrealistic expectations, right? We actually we answer a lot of people's questions that most other chat rooms wouldn't do during live market hours. You're talking people trading with real money. So if you're new, I want to set an expectation. That is why we have a Facebook community. We have 28,000 plus members. If you have questions, that's why we have a community to post in here and ask the questions. Again, we do our best to answer them in the chat room, also by email. If you're sending us emails, we do get occasional emails. Hey, I bought this stock. I'm stuck in it. How do I get out? We'll do our best. We could be financially held liable by any advice when we tell people on when to get in and out of stocks. We don't do that. So if you're in a stock, you're stuck in a stock, you're wondering how to get out of it, post in the Facebook group and get other people's opinions. Don't take everyone's opinions, but get a multiple diverse people's responses. And, again, just talk to people. That's why we have an entire community. Again, I'm a little bit frustrated when I say this, because most people are awesome and you're great, but if you're new and you're coming over here and you're asking these questions, you're getting upset when we don't get back to you within 5 minutes. We get it back to everybody within 24 hours. We do our best that we can, but if you're new, here you go, an entire resource to ask questions and talk to people. If you're in our chat room, again, there's some people that don't like talking, right? There's going to be occasional talking and occasional banter or stuff. That's totally fine. Most during market hours, during 9:30 to 11:30, most people are focused on trading. If people want to talk after 11:30, they want to talk about their day, have fun, BS, whatever, that's totally cool, right? If you're somebody that doesn't like some of the BSing around, that's going to be, too bad. It's going to happen, right? I mean, we're a very loose organization. We let people talk. We let people have fun. So that's how we work. So my point being in all this, we are in this business together and trading together as a community. We're a team, but we're also competing, right? So we're in there talking and working together, and many of us could be losing to each other, right? And we're gaining from each other. So it's competition at the end of the day. That's the harsh reality of the stock market. When somebody gains, somebody loses, right? So we're all about coming to work every single day. So if you come in our trade room, you're going to work, you're going to learn. And if somebody I just want to say, if you ask a question and it doesn't get answered, chances are somebody's not ignoring you. We're trading with real money. And just want to ask you guys first, if there's a question that you want to ask and it could be answered within Google within taking 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes to do the research, you need to put that effort in and do it. Again, we're all about giving people hand ups, not hand outs, right? So again, we're not going to tell you when to get in and out of stocks. Again, just try to be patient. Again, we're doing our best to help you guys, but as I said, the majority of you guys are awesome, but once in a while we get that. And if you're hearing this and you're offended, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's the stock market. Stock market doesn't care about your feelings or emotions. We care about you. We want to help you. But the first step to trying to help people is helping them to empower themselves. And sometimes tough love, sometimes brutal honesty is the way to do it. I'm not a sugarcoater, so that's how I work, right? So let's get into the watch list for Monday. Let's see what's happening. So futures right now, right? Got a lot going on. If you're looking at this and you're like, I don't understand what the heck this what all these lines are and all that is, well, take our courses, right? Take our courses, watch our candlestick videos. We put out content nonstop every day. Gotta study. So you can see here, this is the futures chart. And it's not looking good. You can see these levels. These lines are all areas of support and resistance. Buy low, sell high, or sell high, buy low if you're shorting or taking the downside. As you can see right now, price is falling. And this yellow line right here, or that circle, if you go on the weekly charts, you zoom in, bada bang right here, that purple or that pink line, whatever you want to call that, is the 50 SMA on the weekly. Not looking good. That's a very huge support area. If that cracks, it's definitely got some room to fall. So we get other people that'll say, what's the market going to do? What's the market going to do next week? I don't know, right? I don't know. I look at the charts, right? So you can't predict, right? You get these candlesticks, and these candlesticks form patterns and they give you clues, but no one can predict 100% what the market's going to do. News can come out today, tomorrow, next week. You just don't know. So if you want to know what something's going to do 100%, you're never going to get that assurance in the stock market, right? The best traders fail 30 to 40% of the time. We get other people saying, hey, Facebook is falling right now, should I buy it? Well, if you're looking to spend real money and you don't know support and resistance, you're going to lose money, right? Don't ask people when you should buy or sell something. You need to learn yourself, right? And if you want to know how to learn yourself, again, we're not saying we're the best out there, but we give you $3,000 worth of free courses. You might as well start and try seeing, learning, right? Studying. Again, we're all about giving hand ups, not handouts. So if you're somebody that's looking for a handout and you're not willing to look to do the work yourself, don't pay us $10. Go pay someone else $200 a month. They'd be glad to take your money. Sorry, guys. I'm just going on one of my rants. So here you go. Here's the market. It's not looking good. Here's support and resistance. This is what's happening. I'm not telling a very good story as of right now. So let's get into the watch list. Let's pull up a scan. Over here, under 100, here we go. So we're looking for stocks that are holding their highs on the day or holding their lows, So we're traders. We don't care if the market goes up or down. We just prefer when it doesn't necessarily trade sideways. It's a little bit more difficult when the market trades sideways. You want it to pick a direction, up or down. Up to go long or down to go short, right? So now I'm going to just see what the scans tell me. If there's anything that's holding their highs, looking for a potential breakout, we're going to put it on the watches. If something's holding the potential or the lows for a potential breakdown, we're going to put it on the watch list. You're going to see with many of these small cap companies, they're pump and dumps, right? You can see pump, dump, pump, dump, pump, dump, pump, dump, pump, and then probably dump. And that's how you make it with day trading stocks, is like it's all about, scalping. With swing trading, you're going to get more of the time better patterns. You know, the small cap stocks do form patterns, but they show a little bit better on the swing trade stocks. You know, the bigger cap stocks. You know, large caps. That's what I'm trying to say. So far, not liking much of what I see. Again, it would make sense because the market's looking really bad at this point. So until it could, you know, choose a direction to go back long again, right now it's not looking good. This one might be a potential short. After 3 green days, you want to watch and look for potential shorts to come in. You can see that one's broaching a little bit overbought. You can see some support right around 275. And these up here, resistance. Starting to get overbought on the weekly. It's definitely overbought on the daily. This one, because it's had 3 pretty good green days, I'm going to look at this one at or below 310. Has support around 280. So this is a potential short. Again, you can short as a stock's falling, or you can short when a stock finds a top for a potential on a reversal down. So if the stock moves up and then comes back down and starts failing 310, it might be a short down. Further, got to watch and see. Although this one, yeah, I'm going to put this one. You put some support right there around 290. So, what is this, 309? At or below. Potential short after 3 green days. If 3 fails, support around 280-ish. All right, that's Mark. So when a stock starts to get overextended, it naturally wants to pull back to these moving average lines. Again, it's just a matter of when that happens. So 3 green days doesn't mean it's going to completely fall, because you can see it's been moving up a few here. Green days here. But it's just one. These are kind of some bigger green candlesticks. The market's heading downwards. So it's one to keep an eye on. Why did I say Mark? Oh, Mark, that's why. I'm going to change that from Mark to Luna. The heck? Here we go. Oh, there we go. I wanted it. There we go. That's what happened. Let me get rid of these. I was just putting stuff on the swing trade. Man, my brain is off today. There we go. LUNA. All right. NFEC. No. Let's see here. Potential cup and handle. Got a triangle pattern forming. Let's see if this is a 5-cent spread stock. I don't know if I like. Nah, I don't like it. It's kind of potentially rolling over right now. That might be a. Let's see here. 725 been moving up, broke out. Might have a chance at some failure. Let me see where the. Kind of some resistance. So it's had several green days. This one might be a short below. It started to fail below $8. So what is support here? 725. So create alert at or below 784. potential short with support around, I don't know what that was again. What is this? 725. Potential short with support at, let's put 750, because whole and half dollar amounts, and around 725-ish. QHC. No. No. Let's take a look at the hourly. It's got some potential for a move up. Might be setting up. Let's see, hourly, 5 minute. Daily. Yeah, it's tough to tell on that one. No. Nope. So long ones don't look good. Let me go and take a look at the short scan. That was the long scan, and obviously you can see on the long scan we only got a couple potential shorts. Again, nothing you can do. If the market's falling down, that's when you got to take the bearish side of it, right? Or look for potential dip buys. That's why we use Trade Ideas as our scanner. We absolutely love that scanner to find plays. It's also tough. The market finished the day like it did on Friday. It's heading downwards. We don't know what the heck's going to happen come Monday. You got to take a look. Look at the scanners, right? If you want to be a successful trader, you need a good scanner to find potential plays. We do post our Trade Ideas link live screen share every single day, so you can try Trade Ideas out by watching our scanner first, and then when you can afford it, then we suggest picking up a scanner for yourself. It's good to have your own copy of it, but use ours first until you feel comfortable, and then pick it up when you have the money. Don't just spend money if you don't have it. You don't want to waste money either, This one still could potentially go down to about 250-ish. That one, it's heading over sold. Kind of got a bounce. Just not liking much of this stuff. Feeling 250. This one's got some room to fall. What's that? AVXL. Yeah, this is that can hit right down to potentially right down to 225. So if 250 fails, at or below. Potential short with support around 225. Okay, so if you're watching these, watch lists and you're like, oh man, I'd love to short, but I don't have the money, right? First of all, Thinkorswim shorting availability is terrible, right? Get that out of the way. They're a terrible broker for shorting. Interactive Brokers, great broker for shorting. You need to have at least 10 grand in an account to get set up. If you're not able to do that, then, like if you don't have the money to set up Interactive Brokers, you could always dip buy, right? So you could basically see, okay, here's some support levels over here. If you don't have the money, you don't have a broker to short, you can watch for price to fall down to a support level, watch for buyers to come back in, right? The patterns to form, and then you would have the, these areas of resistance, right? So just using this one as an example, let's say price falls down to 225. the buyers start coming back in, then you're going to have 250 as resistance, and then these moving averages above as resistance. So if you're looking to scalp, or for just day trading again, if they buyers came in around 225ish, start pushing back up, then you'd be aware of 250 as the sellers potentially wanting to sell. Obviously, you got to watch the patterns, but it's all about support and resistance, right? Buy low, sell high, or sell high and buy low if you're shorting. So if you're shorting, you'd buy, if it starts to fail 250, you short it on the way down using 250-ish probably as a good stop, or 265 if you're going to be a little bit more aggressive, these moving average lines. And then you would cover down in this area, watching obviously if the buyers come in sooner, or if they, coming in down the 225-ish, right? Support, resistance. Practice, practice, practice. Can't stress that enough. Let's see. Okay. That one's got some potential room to fall still. Look at the hourly. It's oversold over on the hourly. Let me just clear this. There's some resistance right there on 650. Has been selling off. It is a little oversold. Let's take a look at the daily. It still has some room to fall. It's got some room to fall right down to that 570 area. So I'm going to put that one on short side. Again, if you can't, it's a 5-cent spread stock. I hate those stocks. Again, if you can't short when you're watching these watch list videos, watch for dip buys, right? Watch for the buyers to come in. Watch for buyers to come in around support levels. And when a support level breaks, if it breaks, let's say it breaks 625 and it went down to 570s and the buyers started coming back in, look at $6, $6.25, these areas as support level or as resistance levels. When support breaks, it becomes resistance. When resistance breaks, it then becomes support. Support and resistance. Candlesticks over and over and over. That's trading. Learn charts and patterns. So incredibly important. Don't like it. Man, that's really fallen. No. Nope. Let me just get rid of this. Let's do this. Right at a support level, might be starting to crack, starting to get oversold. Let's see if I like it still short. Right around that 768, 790. Still heading down. Still has some room to fall. I'm going to put this one as a potential short. Obviously that 768 is a critical area, that 50 SMA. So at or below 790. Potential short with support around 50 SMA 768-ish. GSVC. That might be a potential short. Let's take a look on the hourly. What is that? 413. I think that trend line is breaking. connect it right here. Sometimes you got to connect these wicks as well. Yeah, it's right around that 434. It is falling below 450. Trend line's breaking still, some room to fall. Got to be careful around that 50 SMA. Not looking good. It's got some room to fall to probably close to $4 if it could fail that 50. So at or below potential short if 450 continues to fail with and fails 50 SMA could fall to 4-ish support level. All right, HTGM. Make sure these are all showing below. Yep, that is a good thing. Nope. Nah. Nope. All right, let me clear this. Get a better picture. MRNS. This one's got some. Man, that could really fall right there. There's a gap down right there at that 326. That's a nice looking potential short right there. If that fails, right here, that gap down, 324. Potential short, watch if gap down gets filled around 324-ish. That's my favorite looking one so far if that fails. MRNS. Let me just fix something on my other chart. Take a look at that one. All right, MRNS. So there's a saying that says all gaps must be filled. Again, at some point you got to watch out. Doesn't mean it's going to be filled, but you know, you can see that gap right down in here. Watch if it price fails and goes and fills that gap. Let's see here. Yep, that 50 SMA is failing. That's a very weak sign. You could see 6. Put 550. Let's see, 550-ish. So let me just do this. 610. Potential short if 6 fails, then, oops, not 46. 6 fails, then 550-ish support area. In NPTN. And that one could still fall more, not as much as I'd like. That one's not as much as I'd like. There we go. That might be one. 628. Let me zoom in here. $6.85. What is that? 626. So create alert. Nope. 5-cent spread. Nope. Not doing that. A little bit oversold. Getting really oversold. And last one, really oversold. All right, so that's the watch list. Obviously taking the short side of things because the market is bearish. So again, if you, what did I just do? There we go. If you aren't able to short with the broker you use, look to dip buy. So find areas of support, watch for the buyers to come in, look for potential reversal patterns. Again, can't stress it enough. If you are new, never trade with real money until you're successful in a virtual account, right? Makes sense. If you can't make money in a virtual trading account, you're never going to make money consistently in a real account. Just makes sense, right? Trading is all about controlling your emotions. So if you can't control your emotions in a paper trading account, the likelihood of you doing it with real money is going to be slim to none. You'll get lucky for a while. You know, there's always beginner's luck, but to do it consistently long term, trading with real money, you need to know what you're doing first in a virtual account. So take our trade alerts and our watch list and practice. Practice in a virtual account until you become successful. Discipline yourself in a virtual account first, then scale your way into making or trading with real money. Again, depending if you're not in our, or if you're watching this and you haven't joined our community yet, you can join us on Facebook over here. You can like and follow our fan page as well. Going back over here to our website, again, we have a day trading room and a swing trading room and options room. It's funny, actually, you can tell I've been a little bit annoyed this video because something happened Friday, and if it just really annoyed the heck out of me. And I'm just a person. I'm a passionate, fiery person. So usually if something bothers me, I just kind of hold on to it, right? And talk about controlling your emotions, right? So somebody posted something in our day trading room, and sometimes you just can't tell if someone's a troll or if they actually believe what they're saying. Like trolls, I can understand. Like I could just be like, okay, whatever. Like they can annoy the heck out of you, and you can just kind of deal with it. But you know what to accept with a troll, right? But then there's some people that you think like actually believe what they're saying, and it like really boggles your mind. So if you guys were in the day trading room on Friday, and someone posted in our room, what did they say? Someone said something to the effect of, yeah, I noticed people purposely ignoring our my questions in the trade room and purposely giving bad advice. So obviously I saw that and I'm just like, there's no way that person can be telling the truth, right? Like there's no way. So I asked, I obviously responded back. I'm like, what do you mean? Like who's giving bad advice? What's actually absolutely happening? Because again, we're not saying we're perfect, but we don't tell anybody when to buy or sell or do any of those things, right? We're obviously not doing anything purposely to give bad advice. We're trying to like find the answer to the question, right? Person doesn't respond back. We message them. Hey, please tell us what's going on. No response back. And then one other person chimed in, oh yeah, notice that I don't get my question answered. And the person was asking something that literally they could have just gotten that question answered in Google, right? So that's why I started off the video saying, guys, like we're in a chat room. People are trading with real money, right? If you're new, like you gotta learn. You're gonna be in there. We can't clog up a chat room answering questions that you could just take 5 minutes and look it up in Google. Again, if this makes you mad and you want to quit our trade room because I'm saying this to you, then I'm sorry. We're probably not the community for you. This is a grown adult industry. This is an industry that does not care about you, doesn't care about your emotions, doesn't care about your feelings. Trading is hard. So if you have this expectation, you're coming in and you want everything handholded to you, it's not going to work, right? It's not realistic. Our trade room is serious. We have serious traders in there that want to make money, that are there to make money and work hard. So again, everybody tries to do their best to help, to answer questions and do all of that good stuff. But if you're not getting your questions answered within 5 seconds, chances are someone's busy. They're trying to make money. That's why we have an entire community of support to help you. So if you're one of the people that are listening to us that said those comments and you're offended, I apologize, but it is what it is. This is how we roll. We're all trying to help people. We are not a charity. We are a business, and we're a business that's all about trying to help people become good traders. We're all about giving a hand up, not a hand out. That's it. So that's my rant. Some of you may like this today, and I probably ticked some of the other ones off, but oh well. Again, it's trading is hard, guys. It's a real world industry that you're gonna have to bust your butt, and the odds are stacked against you that you're going to become a successful trader. And we're trying to break through those odds and just trying to help those that are really there and here, that really want to learn and put the effort in. If you want to become a successful trader, you open that virtual account. You make hundreds, if not hundreds of practice trades. You don't necessarily have to make thousands, but probably hundreds. You need to look at thousands of charts. You need to study a couple hours a day, at least for months, if not a year. And yeah, that's trading, right? So there you have it. I'll be done with my rant now. Happy Trading Monday. Enjoy.